Brooks Bombers. Today's game is proudly sponsored by Boston Pizza Brooks. Boston Pizza has offered guests 2 experiences under one roof: a family-friendly casual dining restaurant and a separate sports bar with a lively atmosphere. No matter which side you select, Boston Pizza serves up an extensive menu with many items to choose from. The casual atmosphere combined with big screen, high-definition TVs in the sports bar makes Boston Pizza as fun for families as it is for teams and groups of all ages. Whether you stop in before the game for supper or after the game for apps and a drink, Boston Pizza is there to serve you, located at 1323 2nd Street West. Get your pizza, bomber dog, popcorn, and beverages, and make your way to your seats. We will announce tonight's starting lineups shortly. Be sure to grab your 50-50 tickets. Haven't seen the 50-50 seller yet? No worries. You can buy them right now from your seat and on your phone at bombers5050.com. Ticket sales are open until the end of the 6th inning, and the winning number will be drawn after the 7th inning. Bombers 50-50 is proudly sponsored by Cooley Coach Lines, which provides chartered bus services specializing in a safe, reliable, and comfortable transportation solutions for various events and occasions. They're committed to providing exceptional customer service combined with competitive pricing and a focus on safety. Brooks Bombers have once again partnered with Brooks McDonald's for the McStrikeouts. If your Bombers pitchers strike out 7 hitters in a single game, everyone in attendance gets a free McDouble from McDonald's. You must present your game ticket or billet pass, and you have 24 hours to claim it.
Those girls' names. You're announcing the girls' names, so those are part of the starting lineup. So it's in there with the 13 sliders. So coming out with our Bomber starters will be the U13 slider softball team.
Piston Broke is your proud sponsor of today's beer batter. If the beer batter gets out, it will be $1 off Piston Broke beer until the end of the inning. Head down to the West Test watering hole and you'll find a wide selection of drinks to suit your tastes. The Brooks Bombers would like to remind everyone that this is a family event and vulgar language and public intoxication will not be tolerated. If you have seeds, shells must be placed in a cup that you can get at the beer stand. Please be courteous of your fellow fans and wait until play is stopped before moving about the main grandstands.
All right, folks.
Please ask you to pay close attention.
Ready to rock and roll here in Brooks.
All foul balls be returned.
Elks Stadium,
We'd like to welcome
as we have some WCBL action tonight, where we have the visiting Okotoks Dawgs in town, and their 12-6 record sitting in the first place in the Western Division. And they're going to take on the last place team, your Brooks Bombers. However, we're looking to change that today. So let's take a look at what we've got going on today. We'll go through the starting lineup here for the visiting Okotoks Dawgs. Starting at second base, hitting leadoff is going to be Caden Williams. Hitting in the second hole is going to be the center fielder, Zane Scansey. Hitting third is the right fielder, Barry Eisman. Hitting cleanup for the Dawgs is going to be the designated hitter, Nash Crowell. Batting fifth, the left fielder, Stephen Elsner. Batting sixth, playing third base, Brandon Paez. Batting seventh, the first baseman, Benito Bonilla. Batting eighth and catching today for the Dawgs, Chase Logan. Batting ninth and playing shortstop is Aiden Munoz. And pitching for the Dawgs is Brody Forno. As a matter of fact, Forno, through the last time the Dawgs were in town. So, a familiar face, a familiar foe, as the Dawgs roll into Elks Field on a sunny but breezy Thursday evening. Let's take a look at the Brooks Bombers starting lineup. Hitting in the leadoff spot, playing right field, and the Bombers' top hitter at .375 is Ben Fischel. Batting in the two-hole is Peyton Matthews, who will be roaming center field and hitting .368. Peyton has been hot the last two games, 5 for 5 against Medicine Hat, and then picked up a couple hits yesterday against the Lethbridge Bulls. Swinging a hot bat in the two-hole. Batting third, the designated hitter, Wyatt Ormonde. His .364 average is going to get him third on the team. Hitting cleanup today is going to be the second baseman, Abdon Bastardo. Bastardo hitting .235, picking up the only RBI yesterday in a 10-1 loss to the Bulls. Batting fifth is going to be the third baseman, A.J. Hurtado. Batting sixth, handling the catching duties today, is going to be Liam Kirsch. Batting seventh and playing first base today is going to be Lucas Rick. Batting eighth, out in left field is going to be no other than Maddox Shaver. His .321 average is also good for fourth on the team, and he leads the team with RBIs with 12. And batting ninth and playing shortstop today is going to be J.R. Bedford. And on the mound for your Brooks Bombers, no other than number 39 left-hander, Cody Butt. This is going to be Cody's third start of the year. He's got 10 innings pitched. He has surrendered 10 hits, 8 runs, 6 earned, walked 1, struck out 11. He's got an ERA of 5.40 and surrendering a batting average to the opponents of 2.44. Those are your starting lineups for tonight's match. Right now, the coaches are going through the plate meeting. You got Lou Pote. He's back. He's got help from the co-manager, Mitch Schmidt, Bellevue University, who's back this year after taking a sabbatical for health reasons. The Dawgs coming off a big win yesterday, a rather bit of a comeback win, as they were down by quite a few runs there, coming back and stunning. That was the other day. I apologize. Okotoks Dawgs took over the Fort Mac Giants by a score of 7-1. From that game, it looks like Austin Eaton picked up the W. He went 6 innings, surrendered 5 hits, only gave up 1 run, struck out 8. He received some relief from Ryan McFarland, Trey Mackwood, and Dominic Wade. Ricardo Sanchez led the way with 2 hits, along with Benito Bonilla. A plethora of Dawgs picked up some RBIs en route to that 7-1 win. They've won 4 in a row, taking 2 from Energy City as well as 2 from Fort Mac before they have a road game in here, Brooks, tonight. And these 2 teams will play the second of the 2 games in Okotoks tomorrow night. Taking a look now at the Brooks Bombers. The Bombers started out hot. They won 3 of their first 5 games and 4 of their first 8 before dropping the next 7 in a row. So the Bombers are looking to get back into the W column today against the league, or should I say the West Division league leaders right now at 12-6. They're followed by Lethbridge at 10-6. Sylvan Lake is 9-8. Energy City 6-10. Fort Mac at 5-12. And your Brooks Bombers are 4-11. Taking a look at the East Division standings, the Saskatoon Berries tops in the league, 15-2, followed by Medicine Hat Mavericks at 13-6. Regina Red Sox 9-6. Moose Jaw Miller Express is 9-8. Weyburn at 5-11, and Swift Current at 3-14. Taking the field with the Bombers starters today is going to be the members of the U13 Sliders softball team. Right here, part of Brooks Minor Ball Association, as we get ready for the singing of the national anthem by none other than U13 slider Josephine With. All right. Holy smokes. Do we have audio? Oh, gosh darn it. I'm not hearing myself. Not hearing myself. Am I hearing myself? Oh, sorry. There we go. All right, let's take a look at the umpires today. Over at first base, we have Rob Allen. Third base, we have Chris Hartley. And behind the plate is James Thiessen. Cody Butt takes the mound. Bellevue University product. Worked with Mitch Schmidt with the Okotoks Dawgs this year. Moving left to right in the infield. A.J. Hurtado over at third. J.R. Bedford, shortstop. Abdon Bastardo at second base. Lucas Rick over at first. You got Maddox Shaver out in left. Peyton Matthews in center field. Ben Fischel in right. Cody Butt on the mound, and doing the catching today is Liam Kirsch. We are ready to rock and roll here tonight in Elks Field. Number of the members of the Bombers today spent the afternoon at Griffin Park School playing a game of kickballs. We had about 8 Bombers playing with the grade 3s from Griffin Park School. Great time had by all. Great for the community engagement. Great experience for the kids. Great experience for the players. Great experience for everybody involved. So, Kirsch makes the throw down. And Caden Williams will be making his way to the plate. And we're going to get things underway here at Elks Field. So the very first pitch of the game is going to be called ball 1. Cody Butt delivers, and that ball's going to miss wide. 2-0 the count to the left-handed hitter, Caden Williams. 2-0 pitch is going to be called strike. Williams did not like that. And the count runs 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike. There's the pitch, fouled back into the glove of Kirsch, and the count is even up at 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Cody Butt comes set, delivers. That's going to miss out wide. That's going to run full count. Williams hitting .256 on the season. Full count. That's going to be chopped down to Lucas Rick at first base. He's going to take it himself. And there's the first out of the ball game. Number 12, Zane Scansey. So, Cody Butt runs the count full before getting Caden Williams to ground out to Lucas Rick at first base. 1 away. And now stepping to the plate is the center fielder, Zane Scansey. First pitch to Scansey is going to be hit high and deep, and that ball will not come back. And that's going to be a solo home run for Scansey. So with the wind blowing out from left across to right field, Scansey hit that ball up in the air, and that's going to result in a solo home run. Wind howling yesterday, but straight in. Today, not blowing straight out to right field, but it's a crosswind, so anything hit to right field will have a chance. So, that'll bring up Barry Eisenman, the right fielder, and he's going to take the first pitch from Cody Butt for a strike. 0-1. That ball's going to be hit to the second baseman, Bastardo. He throws it over to Rick, and that's a 4-3 putout. And there's 2 away. So unfazed by the solo home run from Scansey, and Butt gets back on the mound, delivers, gives himself the second out of the inning with a weak ground ball to Bastardo. So with 2 away, that'll bring up the designated hitter, Nash Crowell, and he's going to be taking that first pitch for a strike. Crowell, 240 on the season. Second pitch is also going to be taken for a strike. 0-2. Cody Butt, once again, 5.40 ERA in 10 innings of work. 0-2 pitch is going to miss outside. One ball, 2 strikes. There's the pitch, and it's going to be low, 2-2. Crowell, the right-handed hitting designated hitter, attended Reinhardt University. Big-time stats. And the 2-2 pitch is going to be fouled back behind. Count remains 2-2. Crowell's got 1 home run and 11 RBIs on the season. 2-2 pitch, inside, just misses. Great pitch by Cody Butt. However, just inside. Full count, we've got 2 away, Crowell at the plate. That pitch right back up the middle, just under the glove of Cody Butt. And Crowell will find himself at first base with a 2-out single.
Number 38, Stephen Elsner.
So, another Bellevue product, Stephen Elsner, left field today. I'm sure Cody will know the weaknesses of Stephen Elsner. First pitch is going to be fouled back, and it's 0-1. Wind blowing quite a bit. Sun is out. Getting all the sun and wind we can before the monsoon hits this weekend. That ball's in the dirt. Elsner waves. Thiessen says strike 2. And we're one pitch away from getting to the bottom half of the first inning. So the Dawgs have 2 hits, one of them the solo homer. That ball's going to be hit hard to second base. Bastardo picks it up, and that's going to end the top of the first for the Dawgs. They're going to score 1 run on 2 hits. No Bomber errors and 1 runner left on base. So as we head to the bottom half of the first inning, the Okotoks Dawgs have a 1-0 lead on your Brooks Bombers right here on the Flow Sports Network. that's why we do that at the bottom. Brody Forno getting ready to deliver his final warm-up pitch. And that's going to bring up the Bombers' leadoff hitter, Ben Fischel, the right fielder. Taking a look at the defensive lineup. Third base, Brandon Paez. Aiden Munoz, the shortstop. Over at second is Caden Williams. At first base is Benito Bonilla. Left field is Steven Elsner. In center, Zane Scanzi. And in right field, Barry Eisman. Catching today is going to be Chase Logan, and your pitcher for the Okotoks Dawgs is Brody Forno. Here we go. First pitch, and Fischel is going to hit that ball into right field for out number one.
To bat number two, U.S. center fielder, Peyton Matthews.
Fischel, coming in from Columbia University, has been electric for the Bombers thus far. Leads the team in hitting. However, speak about hot, that'll bring up the center fielder, Peyton Matthews.
Go on, Peyton. Take your time, kid.
First pitch is going to be fouled off from Matthews.
Please return all foul balls to the beer stand and claim your Bomber runs.
0-1 the count to Matthews. That ball is laced into right center. It's going to be extra bases for Matthews. Good speed. He's going to pull up at second base with a one-out double. Swinging a hot bat is Peyton Matthews. He's got his fifth. Double of the season.
Wyatt Ormonde.
Matthews having a week for the Bombers. Now stepping to the plate is going to be the designated hitter for the Bombers, Wyatt Ormonde, the freshman from Cerritos College. Forno delivers, and that ball is going to be hit high, foul, and it makes its way out of play. Started in play, however, the wind, like we said, going left to right here, pushed that ball out of play.
Go Watt. Take your time, kid.
However, Forno jumps out 0-1. Give props to tonight's game day sponsor, Boston Pizza Brooks. 0-1 to Ormonde, the right-handed hitting designated hitter with Peyton Matthews at second base. Here's the pitch. And Ormonde takes that for strike two.
Take your time, Wyatt.
Bombers need to look at having a great two-strike approach today, especially with runners in scoring position. That's been their nemesis. They have not been able to cash in the runners in scoring position over the first 15 games of the season. Forno delivers. Ormonde's going to hit that ball to short. Picks it up. He's going to throw it across, and that's going to be out number two.
Coming to play number 27, Abden Bastardo.
Go, Abden. Take your time, kid. Let's go.
Here's the pitch to Bastardo. Crossed up Logan. He's going to go out and talk. Forno smirks. Obviously, they are a little bit mixed up in their signs and signals here. Either way, that's ball one. So with 2 away, Bastardo steps to the plate. Matthews on second. A single scores quite easily with Matthews' speed. Here's the pitch. And Bastardo is going to foul that off. So 1-1 the count to Abdon Bastardo. Hitting .235, he's 4 for 17. Picked up his lone RBI in last night's game. 1-1 count. That pitch is going to miss up high. 2-1.
Go, Abden. Take your time. Let's go. If you can.
The second baseman, Bastardo. Left-handed hitter. Awaits the 2-1 pitch, and he's going to hit that ball foul out of play. 2-2 count to number 27. Local product, recently moved to town. High school player. As Bastardo calls time. Matthews takes his lead from second. 2-2 with 2 away. And Bastardo turns on that ball. Absolutely ripped, but foul. I'm going to assume Forno will not try that again. Bastardo jumped on that inside fastball and absolutely tattooed it. Look for something off speed here, and there it is. Forno misses high. Full count to the second baseman, Bastardo. If he comes fastball, I'm going to guess he's going to get a barrel, and if he gets a barrel, I think we're going to like what we're going to see. Just missed it, fouls it straight back. Umpire calls for 3 balls. Very talented player is Bastardo, however, hasn't played much baseball since moving to Canada. Full count, that ball's inside, but it's going to be popped up high. The shortstop's going to corral that, and that'll end the inning. So Bastardo ends the bottom half of the first inning with an F6. So after one complete, the Dawgs won, the Bombers no score on the Flow Sports Network. Here we go. Top of 2. Bringing it to the plate is going to be the third baseman.
It's your Piston Broke beer batter, number 23, Brandon Paez. If he gets out in any fashion, it is $1 off beer till the end of the inning.
Piston Broke beer. So Brandon Paez steps to the plate. He is your Piston Broke beer batter, and he's going to swing through the first pitch by Cody Butt.
Go, Cody. Think you can, kid. Let's go.
Second pitch is going to be hit into center field. And that's going to be a single for Paez. So Paez is going to lead off.
Number 45, Benito Bonilla.
The top of the second inning here with a single to center field. Now stepping to the plate is the first baseman, Benito Bonilla. Butt comes set, and that's fouled back. Jumps out 0-1. Paez hitting .421. Benito Bonilla hitting .273. He's going to hit that ball, and it's going to land softly in center field for another single. So Paez hits a line drive. Bonilla hits a Texas leaguer. Either way you slice or dice, the Dawgs have runners on first and second with nobody out. And the catcher coming up in Chase Logan. Logan playing in 2 games. He's hitting .250. That's going to miss for ball 1. Nice pitch from Cody Butt, but that looked a little up.
Come on, Cody. Think you can, kid. Let's go.
Left-handed hitting Chase Logan. Looking for a ground ball and a 2-play. Bouncing around. That pitch is going to be taken and called strike 1. 1-1 the count to Logan. Anything up the middle. Bombers look to turn 2. Not saying that catchers don't run fast, but they are a perfect. There goes the runners. Kirsch holds the ball, does not throw. And the runners advance. Double steal. Not sure why Kirsch did not even make an attempt, even maybe to the backside runners going into second base. So 2 balls, 1 strike to Logan, who's now got runners.
Oh, that was a good pitch.
Second and third. That pitch barely misses. And that's going to run the count 3-1. Pitch looked good, but not called a strike. So Logan's going to get a look at the 3-1 pitch right there. He is going to hit that ball, and it's going to flare down the line and into the corner. Maddox Shaver is going to pick it up. That's going to be a 2 RBI double for Chase Logan. Saw that yesterday as well. Anything hit to left field is going to die hard and bite towards that foul line. Drops in there as Maddox Shaver picks it up in the left field corner. That ball is going to be hit up the middle. J.R. Bedford is going to throw it across to Lucas Rick, and Aiden Munoz is retired for the first out. 6-3 put out. Bedford to Rick, and that'll bring us back to the top of the order with Caden Williams. So the Dawgs, 3 consecutive hits is going to equal 2 runs here in the top of the second inning. What a way. Williams reaches out and fouls that down the left field line. Cody Butt jumps out ahead. Bombers infield comes in. They're going to look to cut that run off at home if they can. One away. Cody Butt delivers. Thiessen checks down. Hartley signals he went. And Caden Williams is down 0-2. Logan at third. There's that pitch. Oh, that.
Good pitch there, Cody. Good pitch. Take your time, Cody.
Looked good. Misses outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the 1-2 pitch is a swing and a miss. Williams 0 for 2 on the day. Strikes out for out number 2. That'll push the infield back to normal depth, but it'll bring up the center fielder, Zane Scansey, who hit a solo home run and accounted for the Dawgs' first run in the first inning. So the first pitch to Scansey is up and away, ball 1. One and 0 to the center fielder. That pitch is going to be down. Ball 2. Fischel deep in right. Shaver shallow in left. And same with Matthews in center. That's going to be checked back to Cody Butt. He will toss it over to Lucas Rick. And that'll end the second inning for the Dawgs. So a 1-3 putout will bring the Bombers back to the plate. 3-0. Dawgs over the Bombers. We're going to head to the bottom half of the second inning right here on the Flow Sports Network. All right, we're back.
For your Brooks Bombers, number 9, A.J. Hurtado.
Bottom 2. That'll bring up the third baseman, A.J. Hurtado.
Time, kid, like you can.
Hurtado's going to take the first pitch from Brody Forno for strike 1. Hurtado recently committed to Coppin State University, hitting 185. He's 5 for 27. He's 8 runs scored, and he'll swing through. Excuse me. The second offering by Forno. 0-2 to the leadoff hitter in the bottom half of the second inning, A.J. Hurtado. That's going to miss outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes to the right-handed hitting third baseman. Forno gets ready to deliver. And a swing and a miss. And Hurtado's going to go down on strikes for out number 1.
Number 15, Liam Kirsch.
Go, Liam.
So with one away, that's going to bring up the catcher, number 15, Liam Kirsch, Indiana State University freshman. Toronto, Ontario native. First pitch taken, strike 1 from Forno.
Take your time, Liam.
0-1 to the catcher. He's going to line that one right back up the middle for a single. Kirsch, line drive single. And the Bombers have a base runner at first. Kirsch, 207, picked up his 7th hit.
40, Lucas Rick.
Go, Lucas. Take your time, kid. Let's go.
So with one away, stepping to the plate with a brand new twig is the first baseman, Lucas Rick, number 40. Kirsch at first. That pitch is going to miss low from Forno. So 1-0 the count to Lucas Rick, first baseman out of Western Michigan University. Rockford, Michigan native. Struggling so far early on in the season to find his groove. Maybe he needs to ask Stella. And that's going to hit him. Did not get the elbow guard. Looked like it got the side of the hand. So Rick shaking it off, takes the elbow guard off. He's going to make his way down to first base. Dove in on that. However, I thought it got elbow guard, but as soon as he shook his hand, I think everybody knew that that got wrist. So Lucas Rick is now aboard, pushes Liam Kirsch over to second base, and that's going to bring up the left fielder, Maddox Shaver. Shaver's going to find the, off the glove. Kirsch is going to round second. He goes from second to third and rounds it, and he's going to score. So off the glove of Paez. Paez moving the 5-6 hole off the glove from the bat of Maddox Shaver, and that's going to get the Bombers on the board.
What about number 5, J.R. Bedford?
Go, JR.
Runners on first and third, one away here, and that's shortstop J.R. Bedford steps to the plate. First pitch, swing and a miss. J.R. needs to think right center here. Let that ball get deep. Barrel it up. 0-1, one away. However, he's not going to do that. He's actually going to drop that ball in front of Steven Elsner and left for a single. Elsner throws it in to the shortstop Munoz. Big Country gets back to third base before the tag, and the Bombers have the bases loaded. Bedford at first, Shaver at second, Big Country, Lucas Rick at third base, and Ben Fischel, the leadoff hitter for the Bombers, is stepping to the plate with one away. First pitch is going to be fouled. 0-1 from Forno to Fischel. 9 for 24 is Fischel, 2 doubles, 1 home run. 6 walks, 7 strikeouts, and an on-base percentage of .531. Let's use that here to extend this inning. Forno throws the 0-1, and that's going to be called strike 2. Fischel known to go deep into at-bats by fouling a number of tight pitches off and work his way on. Let's see if he can do that here. 0-2 pitch is going to miss low from Forno. That's going to be 1 ball, 2 strikes. To the Columbia University Tappan, New York native. Great opportunity for the Bombers to push back as Forno is going to miss outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. You can see Forno staying away from Fischel. Eisenman in right field deep. Elsner in left, shallow. Scansey in center, deep. Forno shakes off, nods. Here comes the 2-2. That ball's going to be chopped softly to second, over to short. He's going to hold it. However, Lucas Rick is going to score. So a fielder's choice, 4-6 putout, RBI for Fischel, and the score's 3-2.
Peyton Matthews.
Speed on the bases here for the Bombers. Fischel over at first. He's got 3 stolen bases. Shaver over at third. He's got 1. But the hottest hitter for the Bombers steps to the plate in the center fielder, Peyton Matthews. Big lead by Fischel. He's going to throw over. Rob Allen signals safe. So you have to figure that the Bombers are going to put some wheels in motion, and already the Dawgs are thinking the same thing. Here comes the first pitch of this at-bat. I guess not. Throws over again. So, word on the street is Fischel's fast. Dawgs recognize that. Matthews with great speed in the box. This is going to cause some problems for the Dawgs. 3-2 ball game, 2 out, bottom 2. That ball is hit, and it's going to be right at Barry Eisman, and he's going to make that play. So a line drive out for Matthews, and L9 in the book.
2 runs on 2 hits.
And the Bombers are going to strand 2 in the bottom of the second after plating 2. So we're going to head to the top of the third. Dawgs 3, Bombers 2, right here on the Flow Sports Network. WCBL action.
Loving the WCBL action. Don't let the final out be the end. Continue following all the baseball action on FloCollege with live games, highlights, and replays. Visit FloCollege.com to learn more and sign up today. That's FloCollege.com.
right, fans. We head to the top of the third. Dawgs score 1 in the first, 2 in the second. Bombers look to put a 0 up in the third as the right fielder, Barry Eisman, steps to the plate. Eisman, 4-3 putout in the first inning.
Come on, Cody.
First pitch from Cody Butt called strike 1. So the Dawgs coming in, winning 4 straight. 1 ball, 1 strike. Butt misses outside, and the count evens up. So the left-handed hitting Barry Eisman, 438, 21 hits, leads the Dawgs. That pitch,
That was a good pitch there, Blue.
not sure where it missed. Could be up. Two balls, 1 strike. To number 28. And he is going to swing and miss. Kind of half checked his swing there, nods his head like he knows, yeah, should not have done that. Taps his chest, my bad. 2-2 count to the right fielder. Kirsch setting up inside. That's going to miss in. So it's going to run the count full to the leadoff hitter here in the top of the third inning, Barry Eisman. Full count. Going to miss low. Eisman walks. So, from Reinhardt University, the junior, going to make his way down to first, and another Reinhardt University player steps to the plate in the designated hitter, number 44, Nash Crowell. Singled in his first time up. That pitch is going to be hit foul and behind the grandstand here at Elk Stadium. 0-1 the count to Crowell. So Eisman at first. Crowell's going to foul the second offering back, and that's 0-2. Cody Butt jumps out on Crowell, looking to induce a double play ball. Oh, 2 pitch,
Oh, that was good.
misses up. Count is 1-2. Eisman with the lead. Crowell fouls that one back. Count remains 1-2. Nash Crowell, 6 foot, 225-pound. Designated hitter from Yarmouth, Nova Scotia. Finishing up his senior year. That ball is going to be hit line drive to left field. Maddox Shaver is going to pick it up in the left. He'll hit the cut. And the Dawgs, once again, runners on first and second. Nobody out. So, Butt is struggling to get that first out right off the hop. But then again, a 2-play, double play, ground ball here. Pitcher's best friend. Steven Elsner steps to the plate. He's going to take the first pitch, foul it back into the glove of Kirsch. Elsner, San Francisco, California native, senior from Bellevue University. 0-1, nobody out here as Cody Butt is going to miss outside with the off-speed pitch. 1-1. Again, looking for a potential double play ball here. One pitch to get 2 outs. Great trade-off. 1-1 count. There it is. And that ball is going to be hit foul. Picked up by no other than pitching coach Joe Sargent. He's got to work the English on that toss back to the Bombers' dugout. Talking about his golf game, yeah. He's got to work the wedge. He's got to work the wedge. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That ball's up to Steven Elsner, and that is a 2-2 count. Nobody out here. We got Crowell at first, Eisman at second, Elsner at the plate. Nobody out. 3-2 ball game here. And the 2-2 pitch is fouled straight back. Breezy day here. Actually, it was really nice all day until probably 5 o'clock, 5:15, and the wind picked up. 2-2, and that's going to get out of the reach of Kirsch, get to way to the backstop. The runners are going to advance. Second and third now. Full count. Don't want to give Elsner anything too good. Something that will potentially cash in both at the same time. That's a great pitch on the outside part. Elsner thought he was going to walk to first. He's going to walk back to the dugout. And he'll go down looking for out number 1. Great pitch by Cody Butt.
He gets out in any fashion, $1 off beer till the end of the inning.
So, 1 away. That's going to bring up the third baseman, Brandon Paez. Currently 1 for 1. Singled in his first at-bat. He's going to take ball 1. One and 0, 1 away. Eisman, short lead at third base. That ball is going to miss up from Cody. 2 and 0. You got Benito Bonilla on the deck. He also singled in his first at-bat. Dawgs have 6 hits on the day. And a swing and a miss. The 2-0 pitch from Cody Butt. Swing and a miss from Paez. Paez digs in. Butt looks in. Comes set. The 2-1 offering. It's going to miss up. 3-1. Little rub down on the baseball. We have action in the Dawgs bullpen. Paez is going to hit that ball foul. Joe Sargent. Tries that throw across again to the Bombers' dugout. Deep. Full count. He's trying to play the wind. It's not working right now. Full count, 1 away. Here's the pitch to Paez. Swing and a miss. Cody Butt fired up on that. Back-to-back strikeouts for Cody Butt. 2 away. Benito Bonilla at the plate. Runners on second and third. Crucial opportunity here for the Bombers to get out with nothing. First pitch to Bonilla. Swing and a miss. 0-1 the count. The pitch swung and missed on again. 0-2. So with runners on second and third, 0-2 count. 2 away. Cody, Butt delivers. That is strike 3. Butt fired up, baby. He strikes out Elsner, Paez, and Bonilla to end the Dawgs' threat in the top of the third. They strand 2 runners, and we are going to head to the bottom of the third inning. Dawgs 3, Bombers 2, right here. FloCollege, Flow Sports Network. Around the WCBL, Regina 4-1 over Energy City, top of 4 in Regina. In Weyburn, Sylvan Lake and Weyburn are knotted up at zeros, top of 4. Saskatoon down 5-0 in Medicine Hat to the Mavericks, top of 3. We'll finish the scoreboard as Wyatt Ormonde steps to the plate. Forno delivers high. Ball 1. Ormonde, 6-3 putout in the first inning after Matthews had doubled. He's going to hit that ball. Big play. Diving play. Oh, no. We didn't want that. Hit an ad. So Ormonde lines out to the third baseman. Heck of a play by Paez. Taking away extra bases from Ormonde. Great swing from the designated hitter. Bastardo deep back, but foul. That ball was crushed, but foul. 0-1 the count to second baseman Bastardo. That ball's fouled back, 0-2. So we're going to see what Abdon Bastardo can do with 2 strikes here. Can he find a way to work himself on? Foul ball. Christian Altamirano picking that up behind the plate, tossing it to the umpire. 0-2 count, 1 away. Abdon Bastardo, the second baseman at the plate. Forno is going to hit the barrel of Bastardo. That ball is going to be in foul territory And it's going to be caught by Paez for out number 2. So Bastardo, F6, now F5.
Hey, Hurtado.
Go, AJ. Take your time, kid. Let's go.
2 away, bring up the third baseman, A.J. Hurtado. He's going to take the first pitch for a strike, nods his head. 2 away. Bottom 3. Dawgs, 3 runs, 6 hits, 1 error. Bombers, 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors. As Hurtado fouls that ball, and the count is 0-2.
Go, AJ. Take your time, kid. Like you can, bud. Let's go.
So Bastardo, now Hurtado fall 0-2. And that ball's going to miss up high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Finish up the scoreboard. Moose Jaw 5. Nothing lead over Swift Current in Speedy Creek. And Lethbridge holds a 2-0 lead over Fort Mac at Spitz Stadium. That ball's going to be hit to right field. Eisman not going to get there. That ball's down. Hurtado rounds. Why is he sliding at second base? Failed to pick up Coach Dylan DeBrouwer. Eisman could not get to that ball, overran it. Hurtado slides at second for no reason. Could have easily made it to third base, and now you're 90 feet away from scoring. So Hurtado doubles with 2 away, and that'll bring up Liam Kirsch, who's 1 for 1. He singled back up the middle in the first inning. Should I say the second inning? In his first plate appearance. Forno's first pitch is low, ball 1. Hurtado at second base takes the lead. Forno comes set. Kirsch ready to swing. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That's going to miss outside. 2-0 to the catcher, Kirsch. Apologize for the shake in the center field camera. Little windy. Should I say, lot of windy here. 2-0. Kirsch ready. And that's going to miss high and inside. 3-0. Lucas Rick on deck. Hit by pitch, his first plate appearance. Be great to have Big Country come up with runners on first and second and get into the backside of one. Kirsch takes the 3-0 pitch for strike 1.
Take your time, Liam, like you can, kid. Let's go. Take your time. Look at the one you want.
3-2 ball game here, bottom 3. Bombers runner in scoring position after the double by Hurtado. Slider in there for strike 2, full count.
Take your time, Liam. Let's go, kid.
Kirsch steps back in. Full count. Forno checks the runner. That pitch is going to be outside. So Kirsch is going to make his way down to first base. That's going to push runners to first and second.
Big Country.
Kirsch picked up his 10th walk already.
Let's go, Lucas.
Lucas Rick steps to the plate with 2 away here.
Go big 4-0.
Runners on first and second. And he's going to take the first pitch. Fastball for strike one. 0-1 the count to the first baseman. Jumped ahead with the fastball. You can guarantee you're going to get an off-speed pitch here. There it is, and that's fouled back 0-2.
Take your time, Lucas. Take your time.
The approach has to be attack, hunt, fastballs early in the count. Now we fall down, 0-2. Got to shorten up, got to find a way. This is where the Bombers have struggled. Runners in scoring position. Looking for Rick to do something. There we go. Forno steps off. Doesn't have to be a home run. All it has to do is find a hole. Extend this inning and get to the next guy. Pass it on to the next guy, Lucas Rick. 0-2, 2 away, runners on first and second. That ball's going to miss outside.
Good eye, Rick. Let's go, kid.
1 ball, 2 strikes to the first baseman. Hurtado at second. Kirsch first. Pitch to Lucas Rick. Way outside. Count is even up at 2-2. This is where you got to start rubbing your hat on the side. Rub the hat. Rub, 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 rub the brim. Two's on the board.
Let's go like you can.
Here's the pitch. And that's going to miss. Oh, no.
Come on!
I apologize, folks. I called that too soon, but the catcher reached across his body. That pitch is called strike 3. Lucas Rick unfortunately goes down looking on a pitch that was questionable from my angle, but I'm not behind the plate, so I can't make any decisions. However, big moment for the Bombers, and that goes to the wayside. So the Dawgs are going to hold the 3-2 lead after the Bombers leave on 2 runners, and the score remains 3-2. We're going to head to the top of the 4th right here on Flow Sports.
We're going to head to the concession to get a piece of pizza or stop by PP's after the game for a happy set of drink.
That was another box there, Blue. Rally killer. Shouldn't they call that, bud? Shouldn't they call this strike? They called it a ball.
I kid you not. I sat here, I said, and that's going to be ball. I'm sorry I called that too soon, but on my perception, when the catcher reaches outside his body, that's a ball. Like, I think he called it a strike and then was like, oh crap, that's a ball. Oops.
Number 16.
As we head to the top of the 4th here at Elks Field in Brooks, Alberta. The catcher's going to come to the plate, number 16, Chase Logan. Doubled down the left field line. His first at-bat, flare that caught the teeth of the wind, pushed it into the corner, which allowed him to get all the way to second base. Yeah, those guys that have to go, there's a pile, or there should be a pile out back behind the sea can. Oh, okay, yeah, if they need to, they just have to grab the gator and then grab that bucket and go get a little bit more if they need. Yeah, they should know where it is. It's right behind one of the sea cans. It's not the shale, it's actually the clay. Okay. Apologize for the delay there. Actually should have went and played a couple ads, but there was some issues with the mound and the landing spot of left-hand pitcher Cody Butt. So a little mound maintenance gets us to the top of the fourth.
Go, Cody.
And the first pitch is going to miss up high. Chase Logan, Oyen, Alberta, Lynn Benton Community College. As Butt delivers that pitch, is 2-0. So Chase Logan works under Andy Peterson, third base coach for the Dawgs, head coach for the Lynn Benton Community College squad. That's going to miss 3-0. So Cody Butt with the delay, struggling here to get back into his groove. 3-0 to the leadoff hitter, Logan. And that's going to hit him. So 3-0 pitch hits Chase Logan. He'll make his way down to first base.
Number 20, Aiden Munoz.
And Aiden Munoz, the left-handed hitting shortstop, will step to the plate. The 3-2 ball game here in the fourth. You can look perhaps to see a little bit of the short game played. First pitch to Munoz, called strike. 0-1. Nobody out. Logan over at first. 3-2 ball game. Top four. There's the pitch. Great off-speed pitch by Cody Butt. Munoz way out in front. And the count is 0-2. That's going to be called strike three. So Munoz goes down on strikes. And that's going to be one out. So with that, home plate umpire saying, I got it. Mitch Smith is now out of the dugout. He's going to make his way back in. I don't think he's too happy about that. So with one away, Munoz in the books. Caden Williams hits that ball to Rick. Bedford, back to Rick. No, called safe. The 3-6-3 double play denied. Rob Allen calls Caden Williams safe. Good speed by the leadoff hitter from the Dawgs. So, fielder's choice. Lucas Rick, great play, turn. Strike over to Bedford. He comes back, but is going to deliver. Pickoff attempt to Rick. Two away. Zane Scansey at the plate. But is going to throw that pitch inside. Ball one. Williams with the lead at first. That pitch is going to miss. 2-0. Scansey, home run, and a 1-3 putout. He's 1 for 2. He's got the solo homer in the first. That pitch is going to be hit hard. Knocked down by Bedford, but no play. Infield single for Scansey as that ball's hit hard back up the middle.
28, Barry Eisman.
Bedford can't get a handle on it. And the speed of Williams means there's no play at second. So we've got 2 outs. Runners now first and second. Eisman at the plate. He's going to swing and miss on the first offering from left-hand pitcher Cody Butt. So Scansey's got 2 hits. The 7th hit for the Dawgs. 0-1. That's going to miss. 1-1 the count. Eisman, 0 for 1. Now he's going to hit that ball. Oh, that takes a bad hop. J.R. Bedford had a beat on that. He was going to pick that up quite easy. I don't know what that hit. And it squirted up and to the right of Bedford. Weird bounce. And that's going to score a run. So Cody Butt is going to exit after 3 2/3. He's given up 4 runs on 8 hits. He will exit with runners on first and second. And he will give way to Heath Hatchkowski right here on the Flow Sports Network, FloCollege, WCBL action from Brooks, Alberta.
Your local trusted light duty and agricultural mechanical specialist.
Okay, so here we are with 2 away. Pitching change for the Bombers. Heath Hatchkowski, Red Deer native, Benedictine University Mesa, will step to the mound.
Take your time, kid. Let's go. Like you can.
5.1 innings pitched, only giving up 2 hits, 1 walk, 7 strikeouts, and he will deliver to Nash Crowell. And Liam Kirsch will throw out on the backside. Zane Scansey is going to get chucked out on a 2-4 put out. The runner's in motion. 1 pitch for Hatchkowski, and he's out of the inning. And we're going to head to the bottom half of the 4th with the Dogs score 1 more to tack on. It's a 4-2 lead for the Dogs over the Bombers. Bottom of 4 coming up on FloCollege, Flow Sports, WCBL action right here in Brooks, Alberta.
The Okotoks Dogs, 1 run on 2 hits, 0 errors, and 1 man left on base. If I can direct your attention down the left field line, as our game hosts have some contestants running today's food challenge race.
Hey Bombers fans, we're doing the food challenge race with Angelica in the ketchup costume, Dasha in the pizza costume, Jamie in the hot dog costume, Cupid in the taco costume, and Addison in the mustard costume. You ready? 3, 2, 1, go! Oh, Angelica's taking the lead.
Little food challenge race. The U13 Sliders. Ketchup takes the victory.
Coming to bat for your Brooks Bombers, number 20,
Go Maddox.
Maddox Shaver.
Back out front there, Maddox. Let's go, kid. Like you can, bud.
So here we are, bottom 4. Brody Forno still on the bump for the Dogs. Left fielder Maddox Shaver stepping to the plate for the Bombers. Shaver hammers this ball, and that's going to be directly at Steven Elsner. He takes about 5 steps back. Absolute missile.
Now coming to the plate, and number 5, J.R. Bedford.
Shaver right on Forno, but right at Elsner. 1 away here, bottom 4. J.R. Bedford steps to the plate. Singled with a little flare in the first in front of Elsner. There seems to be some discussion. That ball is thrown at J.R. Bedford after that discussion. I don't think Bedford is too happy. He's giving Forno a look. Umpire is going to walk in front and in between them. I will let the fans decide.
Number 24.
However, that's a base runner for the Bombers. So Forno hits Bedford.
Go bad.
He's going to make his way to first, and that's going to bring up the leadoff hitter, Ben Fischel. He is 0 for 2. Throw over Forno to Bonilla. Bedford back in time. Boys are over having some fun at first base. Both boys grinning, joking with each other. Bedford extends the lead. Forno's going to throw over again. Ben Fischel at the plate. We got one away. Takes first pitch. Again, I said that before, but we want to be hunting first pitch fastballs. Jump on it. J.R. Bedford has got 6 stolen bases, but he's got a short lead. Another fastball. That's going to be fouled back. 0-2. The count.
To the beer stand for your Bombers box.
0-2 the count to Fischel.
Come on, Ben. Take your time, kid.
Bedford's got his lead. Here comes the pitch. That ball's hit fouled. Great approach here by Fischel. Seeing the ball as long as he can. I don't want to say he's a tough out because an out is an out, but he battles. Sees a lot of pitches throughout his at-bats.
Take your time, Ben.
So Bedford with the lead. Fischel 0-2. Forno getting ready. Throws over. Fischel 0-2. F9. Fielder's choice 4-6. Time is called. Fischel wants time. He steps out.
Take your time, Ben. If you can, kid. Take your time.
0-2 count. Bottom 4-4-2 game. Forno misses upstairs. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bombers look to get a run or 2 back, tie this ball game up here in the 4th. 4-2. Bedford, another step and a half over at first. Forno looks once, looks twice, 3 times, delivers. Fischel fouls that off again down the right field line.
Once again, remember to return all those foul balls to the beer stand for your Bombers box. Proudly brought to you by TNA Auto Glass and Detailing Limited, right here in Brooks, Alberta.
Count remains 1-2 to Fischel.
Take your time, Ben. Let's go, kid.
Makes you wonder, are they going to come inside or are they going to keep throwing the ball outside? Maybe they're going to push it out a little further away. They do. There it is. Fischel's going to hit that ball down the right field line. That's extra bases. Eisenman stumbles, slides, keeps it in front, throws it in. Fischel, as I stated, battles with 2 strikes. He works himself a double into the action. The runners are second and third, 1 away. And Bombers' hottest hitter, Peyton Matthews, steps to the plate.
Peyton Matthews.
Fischel, great at bat. Forno continued to push him away. And the Bombers look to do some damage here in the bottom half of the 4th inning.
Take your time, kid. Let's go, kid. Like you can.
Bedford, Fischel, on bases, speed at the plate. Matthews, first pitch is upstairs, ball 1. Matthews has hit both balls hard today, doubled and lined out to the right field. Eisenman has been getting some work out there today. The 0-1 becomes, the 1-0 becomes 2-0. Caden Williams is going to go. Now the entire infield is going to go. Joe Sargent comes out of the dugout. We're going to take a break right here on FloCollege, Flow Sports Network. All right. So, second and third, one away. Runners again, scoring position. We got the right guys up. Now it's time to extend the inning, get right back into the ball game. Right now, 2-0 count to Peyton Matthews. That ball's Matthews did not like that by the look on his face. Takes a deep breath. 2-1 the count to the center fielder, Matthews. He is 1 for 2. Here comes the pitch. That ball's hit and foul. Thought it might have a chance of staying inside the line. Matthews out in front, and now he's going to have to battle. So this is where we talk as a team about having a quality at bat with runners on second and third, less than 2. A ball in play is going to get the Bombers another run. So Matthews, 2-2 with 1 away. Here comes the pitch from Forno. That ball is hit into right field. It's going to get down. Bedford coming in. Fischel coming in. Oh, the swim! The swim move! No! Fischel is not happy about that. That was a great swim move.
Check, please.
Eisenman throws that ball in to Logan.
Check that, please. Check.
Fischel
You want to check that again, bud? Come on.
slid early as Logan went to reach.
Nowhere near him, bud.
He swam over top, tagged the plate.
So what?
Home plate umpire calls him out,
Near him, bud.
and that's 2 away. Run scores, 4-3 ball game, and Ormonde will step to the plate with Matthews at first. He'll swing and foul the first pitch back. So we had the right guy up. Eisman did a great job in right field of flashing the glove as if he was going to catch that. Holding up the runner. Fischel and Bedford right behind each other. 0-1 count with 2 away. Matthews at first. That ball's hit high.
Too high.
And center field. And that's going to be out number 3. So the Bombers claw back. They score 1 to make it a 4-3 ball game here after 4 innings of WCBL action on FloCollege, Flow Sports Network.
Scores around the WCBL. Top of the 6th for Regina, leading the Energy City Cactus Rats 5-1. Sylvan Lake up on Weyburn 1-0. Moose Jaw 6-1 over Swift Current. sure to grab your 50-50 tickets. Haven't seen the 50-50 seller yet? No worries. You can now buy them right from your seat on your phone at bombers5050.com. Ticket sales are open till the end of the 6th. Winning number drawn after the 7th. Bombers 50-50 is proudly sponsored by Cooley Coach Lines, the official charter of the Brooks Bombers.
Yeah, he was way up there.
How would that be called if they take out 2 players in a row?
They'd call it double play. I don't know. Hey, I don't even think he's here. Is he?
Number 44.
So here we go.
Nash roll.
Top of 5, Heath Hatchkowski. On the mound here. He's going to throw the first pitch to Nash Crowell. Ball 1. Crowell. 2 for 2. He's got 2 singles. That's going to miss up. 2-0. Really good ball game here. 4-3. 8 hits for the Dawgs, 6 for the Bombers. Bombers struggled yesterday to put up offense. Getting it done here today.
Let's go.
Just have to keep pushing. Hatchkowski falls behind 3-0 here to the designated hitter. And again, the Dawgs have gotten their leadoff hitter on each of the first 4 innings, scoring in 3 of the 4 innings. Hatchkowski delivers the 3-0, called for strike 1. Hatchkowski delivers the 3-1, swing and a miss from Crowell, full count. Be nice to get the first guy out here, take a little pressure off the new pitcher. Mitch Schmidt yelling from the dugout, fired up. That ball's hit to J.R. Bedford. He's going to throw it over with the tag. Lucas Rick tags Nash Crowell for the first out. So that's a 6-3 putout.
33.
Slight bobble
38.
from Bedford, throws up the line. Rick makes the play and tag at the same time. And we've got one out here in the top of the 5th as Steven Elsner takes the plate.
Here we go, kid. Like you can, bud. Let's go.
0 for 2. Swing and a miss. Hatchkowski jumps out with the first pitch. Off speed. 0-1.
Come on, Heath.
To Elsner. That pitch is going to be fouled away. Elsner, 235. That'll drop a little bit here as he's 0 for 2. Make that 4 for 19. Had a heck of a season at Bellevue University for the Bruins. 0-2 delivery.
Come on.
Fans not agreeing with that call, but it's 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to the left fielder, Elsner. Hatchkowski comes set. That pitch, Elsner goes down, fouls it away. Count remains 1-2. Big stretch from the left fielder, gets back into the box. Hatchkowski looks in. Kirsch flashes sides. Sets up, middle in. Hatchkowski delivers. Swing and a miss. Elsner goes down for the second time on strikes. Hatchkowski jacked up. We're 2 away here in the top half of the 5th inning, and that'll bring the third baseman, Brandon Paez, to the plate.
Brandon Paez. He gets out and he means dollar off beer till the end of the inning.
So Paez steps to the plate. He's 1 for 2. Hatchkowski delivers first pitch.
Let's go, Heath. Take your time, kid. Let's
Strike 1. One more strikeout, and everybody in attendance is going home with a full tummy as they're getting themselves a McDouble courtesy of McDonald's.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Partnering with our local Brooks McDonald's, 7 strikeouts gets everybody in attendance a McDouble. You have 24 hours to claim that. Thanks to McDonald's here in Brooks for the support. 1-1 the count to Paez. That pitch checks his swing. Strike 2. 1-2.
right here, Heath. Take your time, kid. Let's go. Take your time.
One ball, 2 strikes, 2 away here. Hatchkowski delivers. That's going to be strike 3. McDoubles for everybody. We are moving to the bottom of the 5th. Dawgs 4, Bombers 3, bottom 5. Coming up on FloCollege right here. WCB action from Brooks, Alberta.
Dawgs, number 27, Cade Langford.
All right, we're back.
The bat for your Brooks Bombers, number 27, Abden Bastardo.
We have a pitching change
Like you can, bud.
for the Dawgs. Now on the mound for the Dawgs, number 27, Cade Langford. Houston, Texas, out of Southwest Baptist University. His first pitch to Abdon Bastardo is ball 1. Fouls that pitch off. Langford started 2 games. He's been in 5 games. He's got 11 innings. He's got an ERA of 7.36. Walked 3, struck out 9. Given up 16 hits. 1-1 count. To Bastardo, takes that ball low. 2-1. So Bastardo takes that pitch inside. 3-1 the count. Bombers need to get Bastardo on. Lead off this bottom half of the 5th inning. Put a little pressure on the new pitcher, Langford. 3-1 delivery. Here it goes. That's going to be inside, ball 4. And Bastardo is going to make his way down to first base. So, with a runner on first, nobody out. A.J. Hurtado, the third baseman, is going to step to the plate. Doubled his last at-bat down the right field line. Bastardo takes his lead from first. Hurtado squares. That ball's up. Bastardo is picked off at first base. So that will put a tidy dagger in this inning here. Bastardo jumps way too soon. Caught in no man's land. Logan over to Bonilla. And Bastardo is out at first. So Hurtado now takes that pitch for a strike. Not sure what the first pitch was. Is more concerned about the base running of Bastardo. Hurtado is going to foul that one back. And the count, I believe, is 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 away. Bottom 5 here at Elks Field, as it is now dropped in temperature as the sun peeks behind the clouds. 1-2. And Hurtado's going to foul that off in the Bombers' dugout. Count remains 1-2, 1 away. Bottom 5, we have a 4-3 ball game. Cade Langford comes set. Logan setting up outside. That ball misses high. 2-2. Langford looks in. Logan again outside. That's going to miss low. So with the count full, should Hurtado get walked, could be looking at runners at first and second. However, moving forward, Hurtado with full count looks to do some damage here, and he does. That's a line drive single right back up the middle. And Hurtado is going to find himself on first base. He's 2 for 3. Good at bat by Hurtado to drive that ball up and over the pitcher, past the middle infield, and into center field. So 1 away. And Hurtado at first base. That's going to bring up the catcher, Liam Kirsch, 1 for 1. Single and walked. Kirsch takes the first offering from Langford, strike one. And the next pitch is going to be called strike two. Kirsch falls behind 0-2 quickly here. Again, going to have to work the two-strike approach. Bombers have done a fairly decent job of that today, finding some two-out base hits, extending innings. And there it is again, a little flare. And Eisman's going to catch that and throw it in for out number 2. So F9 for Kirsch, 2 away.
Number 40, Lucas Rick.
So Lucas Rick steps to the plate. He's 0 for 1. Hit by pitch in his first at bat. Struck out looking in the second. On a questionable call. Rick inside. But that's going to get to center field. Caught for the third out. So F8 in the book for Rick. And we are going to head to the 6th inning with the Okotoks Dawgs continuing to hold a 4-3 lead over the Bombers here at Elks Field. Thanks for following along. We're halfway there on the FloCollege Network right here in Brooks, Alberta.
We'd like to recognize Donnie Elmer as tonight's fan of the game. Donnie volunteers countless hours at Elks Field as the manager of our field maintenance crew. He is the man behind the scenes that ensures we have an excellent playing surface here at Elks Field. Thank you, Donnie, for all you do. Just as a reminder to all those in attendance, we like to keep our ballpark looking clean and tidy. We kindly ask all fans to grab their empty cans and garbage and dispose of them in the proper receptacles spread around the ballpark as you leave today. We thank you for your cooperation. Except for Donnie must not have worked around second base before the game. We'll have to tell him that there's a spot out there. Are they doing another game or no? Game Bombers trivia?
I doubt it. What up, dog? It's gonna be shitty on the 21st. You think so?
It's supposed to rain in Drumheller on the 21st.
Oh, yeah.
I used to drink from the garden hose.
45.
All right. We're back here, top of the 6th, Elks Field. Heath Hatchkowski continues to work the mound for the Bombers. And Bonito Bonilla is going to step to the plate.
Let's go, Heath. Take your time, kid. Let's go.
Bonilla, 1 for 2. Today, he takes that first pitch outside, ball 1.
Take your time, Heath. Take your time, kid.
One ball to Bonilla. He's going to take that pitch for ball 2. Bonito Bonilla, Missouri State University freshman, out of Halifax, Nova Scotia. 2-0 the count to Bonilla, and he's going to foul the third offering back, and that's going to run the count 2 balls and a strike.
Not this guy.
2 balls, 1 strike, nobody out here. Leadoff hitter, that looked good. Just missed inside. Think it fooled Bonilla. Runs the count 3-1.
Come on, Heath.
3-1 is swung on and missed. Full count to Bonilla. There's a buzz here at Elks Field. And that buzz is probably everybody creating a little friction as it's cooled off. So the full count pitch coming your way. That's ball's hit. And just over the outstretched glove of J.R. Bedford. So Benito Bonilla
Number 16, Chase Logan.
hits a ball just out of the reach of shortstop J.R. Bedford into center field. And with nobody out and the leadoff hitter aboard, the catcher,
Go, Heath.
Chase Logan, is going to step to the plate. Hatchkowski, first pitch low. So 1-0 the count
Take your time, Heath.
to the catcher Logan. Bonilla taking his lead at first. And Logan's going to foul that one off. Energy City has now jumped out to a 7-5 lead in Regina. Sylvan Lake with a 3-0 lead in Weyburn. Medicine Hat holds a 6-4 lead over the Berries. Moose Jaw 7-3 over Swift. And Fort McMurray 4-2 lead over Lethbridge.
50-50.
That ball misses, and it's 2-1.
Come on, Heath. Take your time, kid. Let's go.
2-1, nobody out. And Hatchkowski throws, and that's off the glove of Lucas Rick. Benito Bonilla will go to second base. That's going to be an error. Lucas Rick looked like he got caught off guard with that throw.
Take your time, kid. Let's go.
Turned him around. And that advances Bonilla to second base. Logan swings through and fouls that pitch off. And that count is even up at 2-2. 4-3 game here. Dawgs out with a 1-run lead. Top of 6, nobody out. Bonilla at second. Logan at the plate. Is 1 for 1 with the double. And hit by pitch. That ball is going to get past Lucas Rick, foul. Count remains 2-2 to Logan.
Take your time, Heath. Like you can, kid. Let's go. Come on, Heath.
Some more yelling out of the Okotoks dugout. That ball's hit to Bedford. He's not going to get Bonilla, so he throws over to get Logan, and Bonilla goes to third. 6-3 put out as Logan advances the runner to third.
2-0.
And the Dawgs are 90 feet away from extending their lead. Now stepping to the plates, the shortstop, number 20, Aiden Munoz. 0 for 2 so far on the day. That brings the Bombers infield in. And the first pitch to Munoz is outside, ball 1. One ball, no strikes to the shortstop, Munoz, 4-3 ball game. Bonilla at third base. That ball's fouled directly back. Evens the count up at 1. Christian Altamirano getting some steps in today, picking up all the foul balls behind home plate.
Come on, Heath, here you go.
1-1 count, here it is. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hatchkowski on the outer half. Munoz swings through it. And the count is 1-2. And Munoz is going to go down on strikes. So Hatchkowski strikes out Munoz for the second out. That's going to run it right back up to the top of the order for the Dawgs. Second baseman Caden Williams is going to step to the plate. He's 0 for 3 today. He's got Benito Bonilla at third base with 2 away. Bombers need to get out of this inning here and hold that deficit to 1. First pitch to Williams called a strike. 0-1, 2 away. Hatchkowski doing a phenomenal job since taking over for Cody Butt, the starting pitcher for the Bombers. That ball bounces off the Dawgs dugout, and Hatchkowski is now sitting 0-2 with 2 away. Hatchkowski nods. He's going to come set. Kirsch flash in the dirt as a decoy. Swing and a miss. Big strikeout. Williams strands Bonilla. Hatchkowski keys Williams. And we are heading to the bottom of the 6th. Dawgs 4, Bombers 3. Right here on FloCollege, Flow Sports Network. WCBL action right here in Brooks, Alberta. We've got a new pitcher coming in for the Dawgs right after this.
50-50 tickets. Haven't seen the 50-50 seller yet? No worries. You can buy them right from your phone at bombers5050.com. Current jackpot is at $680 and growing. The winning number will be drawn after the 7th inning.
22.
Now pitching for the Okotoks Dawgs, number 22, Nate Charlton. Just a reminder, today's pitching changes are brought to you by Fergie's Limited, your local trusted light-duty and agricultural mechanical specialist. That's Fergie's Limited, right here in Brooks, Alberta.
So we have Pitching change for the Dawgs. Now entering the game on the mound is number 22, Nate Charlton, left-hander. Out of Okotoks, Alberta, attending Mount Hood Community College in the NWAC. Charlton has been involved in the Dawgs pitching by making, where are we at? 8 appearances. He started 1 game. He's got 11.1 innings pitched. Given up 10 hits, 7 earned runs, 9 walks, 5 Ks, and he's got himself a 5.55 ERA. Do believe one of those appearances has happened right here earlier on in the season when the Dawgs took the game from the Bombers. So, the very first pitch from Charlton to the left fielder Shaver is for ball 1. 4-3 ball game. That ball is going to be called a strike. 1-1 count to the left fielder Shaver. He is 0 for 2 today. And he fouls that one back into the glove of Logan. So he's down 1-2. Now he's got to work that 2-strike approach. Get himself on base here. Give the Bombers a chance to tie this ball game up. As Charlton gets ready to deliver, and that's going to be strike 3. So Maddox Shaver goes down on strikes. Didn't really look like he had his pulled off on 2 of those swings.
Number 5, J.R. Bedford.
Go, JR. Take your time, kid. Let's go.
So 1 away. That's going to bring up the shortstop, Bedford. He is 1 for 1. Singled, hit by pitch, scored a run. He's going to chop that down to third base. Paez picks it up, not in time, and Bedford has got himself an infield single. So speed kills. Bombers have some speedy players if they can find their way on first base just like that. So here we are back to the top of the order. Ben Fischel steps to the plate, 1 for 3. Had the double that moved Bedford over to third and was eventually thrown out by Barry Eisman. So Charlton throws over to Bonilla. Bedford taking his lead. Here's the pitch. Fischel squares. Paez comes in. He'll stay closer than he was. He's almost even up with the base.
Take your time, man. Like you can, kid. Take your time.
So Paez is now drawn in. So is Munoz, which opens up some defensive ground. And that pitch, little flinch from the home plate umpire. That's going to be ball 2. I thought with the first movement he was going to call strike. He did not. 2-0 to the leadoff hitter Fischel. That's going to make it 3-0. Charlton with 9 walks, now 6 strikeouts. Potential here, 3-0, to get to Peyton Matthews with runners on first and second with 1 away. Charlton's got to come 3 times or entice Fischel to get himself out. And there it is, 3-0 swinging. That ball is going to be caught by the center fielder. Scansey comes a long way on a 3-0 count. Not what you want out of a 3-0 count when you're one pitch away
Number 2,
getting on base.
Jason Matthews.
If you're going to take a rip at a 3-0, you better square it up. So now the single from Bedford is going to leave him at first base with 2 away. Lefty-lefty matchup here.
Come on, Payne.
Charlton and Matthews. Going to throw over to first. That ball skips. Bonillo keeps it in front.
Come on, Payne.
Matthews back in the box, ready to go. Bedford takes his lead. Here's the pitch. That's jammed. And Charlton is going to take it himself. That's going to end the 6th for the Bombers. They're going to strand Bedford at first base. And we're going to head to the 7th inning with the Dawgs holding a 4-3 lead over the Bombers on the FloCollege Network.
4-3 Okotoks.
Here we go.
Okotoks Dawgs, number 12, Zane Stancy.
Top 7.
Let's go, Heath.
Hatchkowski still on the bump for the Bombers. And he will face Scansey, Eisenman, Crowell. They have 5 of the 9 Dawgs hits tonight. It's going to be a big inning for Hatchkowski. He leads it off with a strike 1. 1 strike to Scansey, and he's 2 for 3.
Come on, Hayden. Come on, Heath.
Scansey swings and misses. 0-2. Hatchkowski has done a phenomenal job here, coming in the 4th inning, and has done nothing but put up zeros. 0-2 to Scansey, and that ball's down low. Ball 1. One and two, no way. Top of 7 here, a 4-3 ball game. on a what was sunny day is now a little bit crisp. That ball misses up. It's 2-2. I had to go put my hoodie on. And I'm up here in the media box. Out of the elements. 2-2 from Hatchkowski to Scansey. Here we go. That ball's fouled back. Count remains 2-2.
Please return all foul balls to the beer stand. All foul balls proudly brought to you by T&A Auto Glass and Detailing Limited right here in Brooks, Alberta for all your windshield needs.
Hatchkowski coming set. Kirsch sets up. Scansey ready. That pitch is bounced to Hurtado. Picks it up. He's going to throw it over to our Lucas Rick for the 5-3 putout. And that is out number 1.
Up to bat, number 28, Barry Eisman.
So, with 1 away, that's going to bring up the right fielder, Barry Eisman. So, 1 away, Eisman steps in. He's 1 for 2. And he's going to take the first pitch from Hatchkowski. Strike 1. Slider. Great first pitch by Hatchkowski in this at-bat, and he's up. 1-0. Or should I say 0-1 with 1 away. That pitch is going to be low. 1-1.
Take your time, Heath. Take your time. Like you can, bud.
One's on the board as Hatchkowski comes set. Kirsch sets up, looks to be on the inner part. That pitch chopped to the second baseman, Bastardo. Over to Rick, 4-3 put out for out number 2. So Hatchkowski's done a great job of working ahead, throwing his pitches and inducing outs from the Dawgs. So 2 away. Nash Crowell, the designated hitter, steps in. He's 2 for 2. Should I say 2 for 3? His last at-bat was a 1-3 putout. And the first pitch is low, ball 1. So 2 away. Top of 7 here. We are just over 2 hours into the ball game here in Brooks. One and 0. Pitch coming in. That's a swing and a miss from Crowell. Count is 1-1. Regina still down 2 to the Cactus Rats. Hatchkowski skips that, bounces at the feet of Crowell, hands it off to Kirsch, and the count is 2-1. And now I refresh. Energy City is now tied. Regina has put up a couple, 7-7, bottom of 7. Hatchkowski misses up. Medicine Hat 7-4 over Saskatoon still. Moose Jaw same thing over Swift Current. Sylvan 6-0 in Weyburn. And Lethbridge has scored 1 in their game. And Fort Mac, they're down 4-3 at Spitz Stadium. 3-1 count, 2 outs. Crowell at the plate. Hatchkowski throws and fouls that one back. Full count. So, full count, 2 away here, top of 7, 4-3 ball game, Elks Stadium. We've got some action Jackson down in the Dawgs bullpen.
Let's go, Heath. If you can, kid, let's go. Take your time.
Here comes the full count pitch.
Oh, come on.
Oh!
Oh, it's right down the middle there.
Hatchkowski smiling,
38.
not happy about it, but that's going to be a walk to Crowell. That's going to call time, and we're going to take a break here on FloCollege Sports. So, close pitch called a ball is going to get Crowell to first base, and that's going to bring up Steven Elsner, the left fielder. Hatchkowski, first pitch, swing and a miss. Elsner, 0 for 3. Swings through the first offering by Hatchkowski, 0-1. 2 away, Crowell at first. That pitch is down in the dirt. Kirsch corrals it, and the count is 1-1. One ball, one strike, 2 away here. Top of 7, 4-3 ball game. Hatchkowski steps off. Here we go. Steps back in, looks. He's got what he wants. Let's see if he can execute. Big grunt. That ball's fouled off, and he's up 1-2 to the left fielder, Elsner. Hoods are on. Blankets are out. She is chilly here at Elks Field as the wind blows. Speaking of wind, the 1-2 pitch is a swing and a miss. And there's more wind leaving the batter's box as Hatchkowski strikes out Elsner for the third out in the top of the 7th inning. So we are going to head to the bottom of the 7th inning in a 4-3 ball game. Bombers trail by 1, and the Dawgs are going to the bullpen once again. We're heading to the bottom of the 7th here on the Flow Sports Network, right here in Brooks, Alberta. WCBL action coming at you live. That's what I'm talking about.
Over at the Boston Pizza table, they are drawing for their Bluetooth speaker. The winner is Mike Vander. Your penmanship is questionable. Mike Vander something.
We'd like to thank our game day sponsor, Boston Pizza, right here in Brooks.
Come on down by the bar.
Mike Vandenbilch has won the Bluetooth speaker.
Seventh inning stretch is brought to you by Allied Distributors. Allied Distributors have been a locally owned and operated company committed to providing
So,
knowledgeable customer service since 1964.
Chase Tucker is going to take to the mound for the Dawgs here in the bottom of the 7th. St. John's, Newfoundland product, attending Campbellsville University.
Right here in Brooks, Alberta.
Go what?
Quite the number of Campbellsville University's players on the field today. There's a number of them in the Dawgs organization, and we've got one in the Bombers dugout in Parker King. Fresh out of Orange Coast College, he has recently signed to attend Campbellsville University in the fall of 2025. Ormondi takes the first pitch, and he's going to hit that to center field for out number 1.
27.
Quarterback number 27, Abden Bastardo.
Go Abden.
So the Bombers' bats have been silenced. Recently. However, Abdon Bastardo is going to step to the plate. And he's going to take the first pitch from Tucker Lowe. 1 ball. So with 1 away, Bastardo stepping to the plate in the bottom of the 7th. Been a great baseball game here, fans. And that pitch is going to miss away. 2-0. Second baseman, Bastardo, is 0 for 2. Walked in his last at-bat. And that pitch is going to get snagged by the shortstop, Munoz. So Bastardo lines the ball into the glove of a leaping Aiden Munoz for out number 2.
For Brooks Bombers, number 9, A.J. Hurtado.
So 2 away. Great play by Munoz. And A.J. Hurtado will step to the plate with 2 away. He's 2 for 3. And he's going to take the first pitch from Tucker for strike 1.
Take your time, AJ. Take your time.
So 2 away, 4-3 ball game. And Hurtado is going to single. He's got himself another hit. That's 3 for 4 for the newly signed Coppin State University
Up to bat number 15,
player
Liam Kerr.
in A.J. Hurtado. So with 2 away, let's see if the Bombers can put a 2-out rally in place as Liam Kirsch is going to step to the plate. Bombers, 9 hits.
Go, Leo.
Dawgs, 9 hits. Tucker throws. Kirsch is going to single into right field. And now we have runners on first and second, 2 away. And that's going to bring up to the plate the first baseman, Lucas Rick.
Coming to bat number 40, Lucas Big Country Rick.
So Lucas Rick looking for to break out right here and give the Bombers a lead potentially. 2 away. Kirsch at first, Hurtado at second. Rick is going to hit that ball down the right field line and out of play.
Square it up, Rick. Here you go, kid.
Take your time, Lucas. Let's go, kid. Like you can, bud.
So the first pitch to Lucas Rick is fouled out of play down the right field line. 0-1, 2 away. Again, Bombers looking to continue to extend this inning. Shaver on deck. Rick
Keep battling, kid.
fouls
Like you
that one
can.
back. And that count is 0-2.
To return all those foul balls to the beer stand.
Oh, and 2, the count to Lucas Rick.
Take your time, Lucas. Take your time.
See if he uses the same two-strike approach. The Bombers
Keep battling, Lucas.
have been able to,
Take your time, buddy.
and there it is.
Get through.
That ball is not going to get through. However, Caden Williams will get Lucas Rick at first base. So Caden Williams had to go a long ways to get that ball in the 4-3 hole to retire Lucas Rick, and that's going to be the end of the 7th inning for the Bombers. And we are going to head to the top of the 8th inning right here in Brooks, Alberta on the Flow Sports Network.
All right, fans, get out your 50-50 tickets. We're making a draw for $410. Tonight's winning ticket number is C8277. That's C8277. Bring your ticket up to the media booth for your $410. Congratulations to Michael Seitz from here but living in Australia. Winner of tonight's 50-50 of $410.
All right, Bombers fans.
Now pitching for your Brooks Bombers, number 18, Chad Stanchfield.
Let's go, Chad. Take your time, kid, like you can. Let's go.
So Paez is going to step to the plate, and he's going to face new Bombers pitcher Chad Stanchfield, as he's going to take over for Heath Hatchkowski here in the top of the 8th. His first pitch was strike 1. The next pitch is ball 1. Stanchfield has come in 2 games. He's 2.2 innings. He's got a 3.37 ERA. Only given up 2 hits, 1 run. That pitch is just outside. 2-1.
Thinking about batting on it. Let's go, Chad.
That ball is going to call the strike. 2-2 to Paez.
Good call there, Rooks.
Stanchfield delivers the 2-2 pitch, and that's going to be fouled away. Paez, 1 for 3 today.
Yeah, this is our rear batter.
And he'll foul that one as well.
Let's go, Chad.
So count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Paez fouling Stanchfield's pitches off here in the top of the 8th in a 4-3 ball game. Paez fouls that one as well. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Stanchfield coming set. There's the pitch,
Oh, come on.
and that's going to miss. That pitch is fouled back. Paez right all over this at bat. Stanchfield working hard to get this leadoff hitter in the 8th inning
Chad,
off
time, kid,
the
let's go.
bases.
You can.
That pitch is fouled and off the glove of Kirsch. Kirsch snags that.
Come on, Chad.
Paez goes down for the 3rd time. That pitch is going to miss. And now we're running it full. So, full count to the leadoff. Okotoks calling for ball 4.
Just kick everyone out.
Okotoks calling for ball 4.
It's full
That's
count.
going to get the umpire crew together,
It's full count.
find out exactly what they're going to do, and they're going to say ball 4.
That doesn't make any sense. It's full count.
So after that,
That doesn't mean anything.
Number 45.
They were just saying
Benito.
ball.
Okotoks calling from the dugout ball 4. Umpires get together, call ball 4. Paez makes his way down to first. First pitch to Benito Bonilla is outside. Stanchfield misses low, 2-0.
Come on, Chad. Take your time, kid, like you can, bud. Let's go.
Bonilla 2 for 3. Paez at first. Top 8, 4-3 ball game. Paez on the move. Kirsch throws down. That's going to be a stolen base for Paez. Three and 0 to Bonilla. Paez now at second base and in scoring position.
Take your time, Chad. Like you can, kid. Let's go.
Stanchfield coming set. And that's going to be back-to-back walks. So runners at first and second. You can guarantee here Logan will look to square. So the Bombers will have to implement a defensive scheme as now you're going to see some action from the Dawgs dugout as Logan is at bat and Connor Croson has now got himself on the on-deck circle. He will be hitting for Aiden Munoz.
Let's go, Chad. Take your time, kid. Let's go.
So Stanchfield spins to second. Logan shows no signs to square. First pitch is swung on and in the dirt. 0-1 to Chase Logan. He is 1 for 2 on the day. And the Bombers are looking for a double play ball if they can. Stanchfield delivers. And that pitch is going to be called strike 2. So Kirsch going out to Stanchfield. 0-2. So Stanchfield, since entering the game, has walked Paez, walked Bonilla, and is 0-2 to Chase Logan. That ball's... Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Check, please.
That ball is lined to Lucas Rick. All he had to do was tag, but he tried to run back to first, and Benito Bonilla had beaten him there.
Do that again.
So a missed opportunity potentially by the Bombers for that double play.
Number 10.
Pitch hitting at number 10, Connor Croson.
So Croson will enter the game here for Munoz with 1 away. He's going to swing through the first offering by Stanchfield. 0-1. One away. Dawgs with runners at first and second in the top of the 8th. Paez bouncing. Second base, and Stanchfield throws that one down low. 1-1 the count. One away. To the pinch hitter, Connor Croson. That pitch is going to be taken for a strike. 1-2 to Croson. Croson hitting .375. He's got 21 hits on the season. He leads the Dawgs in that category. And he is down 1-2 to Chad Stanchfield. Paez bouncing at second. Stanchfield throws. Croson froze, and he's going to go down on strikes. So 2 away after the strikeout looking. And Caden Williams is going to step to the plate, and he's 0 for 4. 2 away here in the top of the 8th. Williams at the plate. Stanchfield on the mound. He comes set. He's going to throw the first pitch. Just misses outside. Ball 1.
Come on, Chad. Like you can. Let's go.
Big Rick tosses to Stanchfield, and that's going to be out number 3. So the Dawgs put runners on base, first and second, on back-to-back walks by Stanchfield. Stanchfield gets back into it by getting the next 3 batters out. And we are heading to the bottom of the 8th inning in a 4-3 ball game right here at Elks Field on a brisk Thursday night.
They offer only the best technicians the industry has to offer. Experienced and knowledgeable, we bring you precision work. Tonight's attendance is 133. Thank you for supporting the Brooks Bombers and WCBL baseball. Bombers' next game will be on the road as they travel to Okotoks to take on the Dawgs tomorrow, Friday, June 20th. Next home game will be Saturday, June 21st at 7:05 as the Bombers welcome
Ricky Sanchez is at short. Croson at third, Sanchez at, and then you've got Jake Skaggs in center field. We are back in the bottom of the 8th inning, and we are going to have another pitching change. And now stepping onto the mound for the Dawgs is going to be Frank Flores, a freshman out of the University of Colorado at Pueblo. Flores has 9 innings pitched, given up 7 hits on 4 runs. He's walked 2 batters, struck out 6, and he's got a 4 ERA. And stepping to the plate now for the Bombers is going to be number 3, Christian Altamirano. So Altamirano stepping to the plate against Flores, and that's low. 1 ball, 1 strike to the pinch hitter, Altamirano. So there's a bunch of changes into the game for both teams. Altamirano hits that ball to left field, and that's caught by Steven Elsner. So F7 for the first out. So one away here. Bottom 8. And the shortstop, J.R. Bedford, steps to the plate. He's 2 for 2. Flores delivers the first pitch up high. 1 ball. Bedford, 2 singles. That ball's going to miss up high. 2-0. Hit by pitch. Bedford has got good power to the opposite field, and that pitch is going to miss in. 3-0. Hit a ball in Spitz Stadium. So 3-0. The count to Bedford. Here's the pitch from Flores. That's going to be called a strike. So 3-1. One away. And Bedford's going to foul the 3-1 pitch off.
Let's go, JR. Take your time, kid. Let's go like you can.
So Bedford was up 3-0. Now 3-2. Flores has come back. Let's see what the next pitch brings. And that's going to be a ball 4. So Bedford's going to make his way down to first base, which is going to give us a potential game-tying run.
24, number 24.
However, he is still 270 feet away from tying this ball game up. But Ben Fischel is one swing away from giving the Bombers a potential 5-4 lead. So Flores throws. That ball squirts. It's up in the air. Bedford 90 feet closer as that ball gets behind Logan. So we are in the bottom of 8 with 1 away. Ben Fischel at the plate. He's 1 for 4. Doubled in his third plate appearance. Bedford takes his lead at second.
Let's go, Ben.
That ball's chopped to the shortstop. Over his head! That's going to score Bedford and tie the game. That ball bounces well over the head of Ricky Sanchez. Looked like the bounce earlier in the game that went up the middle.
Let's go, Peyton.
Bedford held in front of Sanchez. However, that ball bounces up and over. And that's an RBI single. And ladies and gentlemen, we've got a tie ball game here at Elk Stadium in the bottom of the 8th. With speed at first base and Ben Fischel. And one away. Bombers now out hitting the Dawgs 11-9. Peyton Matthews takes that first pitch well inside for ball 1. Matthews 2 for 4 on the day. Fischel's gone. That ball squirts. Fischel slides, not knowing. You got to peek. Either way, I don't think you're getting Fischel at second there. Two and 0 to Matthews. 9 hits in his last 3 games. Been absolutely electric for the Bombers. 2 and 0 to Matthews. Fischel at second, and that's going to miss outside 3 and 0. So you've got Ormonde on deck. He's 0 for 4. However, hitting over 300 and hits the baseball hard. With 1 away here, 3 and 0 the count. And that's going to be in for strike 1.
Take your time, kid. Take your time, kid. Like you can. Let's go.
So at 3 and 0, you got to hold. 3-1 here, you got to make sure that you can square it up. Matthews ready. Flores delivers. That ball is hit foul. Just foul. Down the first baseline, picked up by Benito Bonilla. So, full count once again.
Take your time, Payne. Take your time. Like you can, man. Let's go.
We have the right guy at the plate in Matthews. The right runner at second in Fischel. 1 away. Flores pitches. Matthews hits that ball to left. Elsner running a long way. He does make the play in foul territory. So that's a big out for the Dawgs. Big out for the Dawgs.
Number 6, Wyatt Ormonde.
So, hoped for a better outcome there
Make it happen, Wyatt. Take your time, kid. Like you can.
with Matthews up. Especially when you're looking at 1 away and you've got speed on the base paths in Fischel. Meeting at the mound for the Dawgs with 2 away. Flores stays in the game.
Come on. No more words after the numbers.
Dawgs still not out of the woods yet as Ormonde steps to the plate
Take your time, kid. Let's go. Like you can.
with 2 away and Fischel at second base. Flores lifts and turns.
Take your time, Wyatt. Like you can. Let's go. Come on.
Fischel takes his lead. He bounces. That pitch is down, kept in front. Great job by Chase Logan. And that holds Fischel at second. So, 1-0, the count to Armandi.
Go Wyatt. Take your time, kid. Like you can, bud. Let's go.
2 away, 4-4 ball game. Bottom 8. Flores lifts and turns again. You got to keep Fischel honest, and you got to keep him close. Here's the pitch. Ormonde misses up.
Go Wyatt. Take your time.
2-0.
Like you can.
So if Ormonde can get on time in this hitter's count, they've got a chance here to take a 5-4 lead. Flores taking a long time, and then he'll step off. Two and 0 the count, 2 away. Bottom 8, 4-4 ball game. Flores delivers. Swing and a miss from Ormonde. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Time, like you can. Come on, Wyatt. Like you can, kid. Let's go. Good time. I'll get the pitch you want there, Wyatt. Take your time.
Here is the 2-1 offering from Flores. That ball is chopped up. It's behind Benillo. That ball is going to drop. That's fair. That's fair. Ormonde is going to slide into second. Fischel scores, and we've got a 5-4 ball game. That ball drops fair inside the right field foul line, out of the reach of the second baseman, Caden Williams. Ormonde, kind of a jam shot, but does the job, and he will have an RBI double. And the Bombers take a 5-4 lead, their 12th hit of the ball game. Bastardo steps in, and he's going to foul off the first pitch from Flores. Ormonde at second with a small lead. Probably not going to score on a single unless it gets into a gap. Bastardo calls time. Two away, 1 strike to second baseman. That ball squirts away, and now Ormonde is 90 feet away from adding an insurance run. So should Flores bounce another one, there's potential for the Bombers to plate a 6th run. One and one the count to Bastardo. Here comes the pitch. And that ball is hit to left, and it's going to be caught by Elsner, and that's going to end the inning. So the Bombers plate 2, and they take a 5-4 lead, and we're heading to the bottom, should I say the top of the 9th, here in Brooks, Alberta, on the Flow Sports Network.
Your Brooks Bombers lead the Okotoks Dawgs 5-4. Yep. Just to let everybody know, please stay tuned to our social media accounts, as we are expecting a major storm with a significant accumulation of rain that could affect our schedule. Just a reminder to all those in attendance, we like to keep our ballpark clean and tidy. We kindly ask fans to grab their empty cans and garbage and dispose of them in the proper receptacles. Spread around the ballpark as you need tonight. We thank you for your cooperation.
We're back. Top of 9. Chad Stanchfield is going to throw to the leadoff hitter in the top of the 9th, Chad Skansky. Zane Skansky.
Like you can, Chad. Take your time, buddy. Let's go.
Skansky takes the first pitch for strike 1.
Yes, sir.
Skansy's going to take the second pitch for strike 2. 0-2 to the new right fielder. 2 for 4. And he's going to hit that ball foul down the third base line. Count remains 0-2. So that ball narrowly foul down the third baseline. And Stanchfield is up 0-2. That ball is hit high to the center fielder, Peyton Matthews. He will collect that for out number 1. So with 1 away, that's going to bring in the center fielder, Jake Skaggs. Skaggs hitting .302, 16 for 53, the left-hander out of Pittsburgh State University. 1 away. First pitch to Skaggs, called ball 1. 1-0 the count. 1 away. Same pitch, same result. 2-0.
Come on, Chad. Take your time, kid. Like you can, bud. Let's go.
Now there's a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. Center fielder Skaggs at the plate. His first at bat. And that ball's going to be low. Count is 3-1. To the center fielder, Skaggs. Skaggs has 8 stolen bases, so we don't need Skaggs on the base paths. Stanchfield delivers. Swing and a miss by Skaggs. That's going to run it full.
Let's go, Chad. Like you can, kid. Let's go. Like you can, bud.
Anything hit over to the right side, Stanchfield's got to get it moving. Skaggs has good wheels. 3-2, full count, 1 away. That's going to miss in ball 4. So Skaggs is going to get on base. So with a runner on first, that's going to bring up the designated hitter, Nash Crowell. Crowell's 2 for 3.
Let's go, Chad. Take your time, kid. Let's go.
With 1 away, here's the pitch. Swing and a miss from Crowell. Stanchfield jumps out early. Oh, and 1 pitch from Stanchfield. It's going to be inside high. 1-1 the count.
Take your time, Chad. Take your time.
Skaggs with the lead. Stanchfield throws, swing and a miss. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 away. Stanchfield throws, that ball is popped into right field. It's going to drop. Skaggs is going to make his way to second base. And the second baseman is down. So Bastardo, I'm not quite sure what happened there, but he went down. So Crowell flares a 1-2 pitch into right field. There's going to be a pinch runner at first in number 13. Eric Machi.
13 on first base.
So Bastardo's now up on his feet, but he is going to be coming out of the game. So Bastardo taking his time as he is getting helped off the field, and we hope everything is okay. Tyler Dorn is going to make his way to second base for the injured Abdon Bastardo. Round of applause here as Bastardo makes his way to the Bombers' dugout. So we have one away. Runners on first and second. You got Jake Skaggs at second, Eric Machi running for Nash Crowell at first, and you have Steven Elsner at the plate. Elsner 0 for 4. One away. Top 9.
Now batting number 38, Steven Elsner.
Let's go, Chad. Take your time, kid. Let's go.
Stanchfield comes set. First pitch to Elsner is going to be taken for a strike. Oops. I apologize. Getting my finger ready. So the 0-1 pitch is going to be fouled away. And we're going to look at 0-2. So Elsner not happy about that. However, we're 0-2. One away. Top 9, 5-4 ball game. Pitch, swing, and a miss. Elsner goes down on strikes.
Number 8.
So now stepping to the plate. Sanchez will step to the plate.
Number 8.
2 away. Bombers 1 out away. Skaggs at second. That first pitch, and the umpire flinches. No call. That's a ball. Ball 1. 2 away here. Got runners on first and second. Stanchfield, the 1-0 pitch is hit to the pitcher, but there's no play. So an infield single for Sanchez. So a little dribbler to the third base side of the mound. Stanchfield picks it up, but there's no play. So now we're looking at bases loaded. Benito Bonilla up.
Let's go. Like you can, bud. Let's go. Come on, Chad.
First pitch, he does it again. Umpire pops and does not call a strike. So it's 1-0 for Bonilla. That ball is chopped to Hurtado. That ball's thrown into the dugout. 1 run will score, 2 runs will score. This is not the way the Bombers want this game to end. Ball in the 5-6 hole, and that ball is thrown over the head of Lucas Rick. 2 runs score, and the Dawgs have a 1-run lead. On that there, you got to cut your losses and or you pick that ball up and you throw it to third. Maybe you hold it. Runners at first and second, or first and third, still 2 away. Chase Logan now at the plate, and he's going to hit that ball to left field. He's going to turn Altamirano back. He's going to catch it at the wall. Dawgs score 2, take a 1-run lead. It's 6-5 Dawgs. We're heading to the bottom of the 9th. So the Dawgs find a way to plate 2. on a flare and a few baseballs that don't leave the infield. So very frustrating for the Bombers. However, they got 3 outs to work with here.
Take your time, kid. Let's go. Like you can, bud.
And they're going to face Easton Corey. The first pitch of Easton Corey is singled up the middle by A.J. Hurtado. So Hurtado picks up his 4th hit of the night. And that'll bring up to the plate Liam Kirsch. So Kirsch has a couple hits tonight. Hurtado lead off on. Kirsch getting ready to square. That ball is high and inside, ball 1. So Easton Corey from Lynn Benton, 6'6", 220-pounder, right-hander. Throw the heat. Kirsch squares. That ball's bunted. And we're going to give yourself a sack. So Kirsch gives himself up, moves Hurtado to second. There's 1 away.
Let's go, Luca.
Lucas Rick is going to step to the plate.
Let's go, Lucas. Take your time, kid. Let's go. Like you can, bud. Take your time.
1 away. Hurtado at second, Rick at the plate. That pitch is strike 1.
That was another box.
0-1, 1 away. Hurtado, second base, 6'5" Dawgs. Lucas Rick at the plate. 0 for 3. He's going to take that for strike 2.
Come on, Lucas. Take your time, bud. Let's go.
0-2, 1 away. We're in a ball game. Altamirano on deck. Here's the pitch, and he waves at that for strike 3.
Come on, Christian. Let's do something, buddy. Take your time.
Bombers down to their final out. It's Christian Altamirano.
Number 3.
Will step to the plate.
Christian Altamirano.
So the game tying run 180 feet away.
Come on. Let's go, Christian. Take your time.
Left
Let's
fielder
go. Like you can.
Elsner is shallow. Skaggs making his way to the pull side, playing deep in center. That ball is hit back to Corey. He's going to pick it up, and he's going to end the ball game. So that's it. Dawgs win this 6-5. And these two teams will play each other tomorrow night in Okotoks. We're out of here. 6-5 ball game at Elks Field. And we'll pick it up tomorrow in Okotoks.